16 different things that you can do in your life to really make a difference. Let's say that you have actually written these things down, actually thought about them, actually gone to the website and learned what each of those things are. Like number one, you must have a defined image and never go out of character. 2, you must create a perception of uniqueness. 3, you must play big, not long. Number 4 was you learn to claim and accept praise and acknowledgement. And you do it in a gracious way, but you do accept it. Those things and all the others. Well, how do you actually fold that into your life and make a change? I'm going to tell you what I think is a way to go about this. You know, I'm in Hollywood now. It's strange for a Texas boy. I put on makeup every day. Who had ever thought I'd have done that? But I do. Since I'm in Hollywood, we think about scripts out here. You know, what's the script for this movie? What's the script for that TV show? And I work on scripts every week for different shows that I'm involved in. I want to talk to you about a life script. I want to talk to you about a script for the rest of your life. Now, I don't know how old you are as you're listening to this, but I do know that somewhere on that number line, if you're a man, your life expectancy is 83. If you're a woman, it's 85 to 87. Somewhere between 0 and 80s, you're on that number line somewhere. Think about it. If you're 35, you've got like 50 years left in this world. If you're 40, you've got 45 years left in this world. And sometimes we can get to thinking, yeah, well, I kind of blew it early on, so I'm stuck with where I am. I'm stuck with my life. I'm stuck with what I'm doing, and I'm stuck with my station. That is absolutely not true. Let me tell you, when I came out here and launched Dr. Phil years ago, I was already 50 years old and started an entirely new career. And it was my third career since I had gotten my doctorate. And I had a career before that. So this is like really the fourth major thing I've done in my life. And it's the thing I've done for the longest period of time. So listen, don't be telling me that, yeah, it's too late. I blew it early on. I lost this game in the early innings. No, you didn't. There's 9 innings in this game, and so you can always rally and come back. Now, how do you do that? Well, when I say life script, I mean I want you to think about what you would really like for the rest of your life to look like. And remember, I told you the difference between a dream and a goal is a timeline and accountability. We talked about that. So you already know there is a way to get from where you are to where you want to go. We do not jump buildings in a single bound. We aren't supermen. We aren't superwomen. We have to take it floor by floor by floor, but that's okay. You've also heard me say, time's going to go by. That's the one thing you can't stop. Think about this. The rest of your life is going to go by whether you're doing something about it or not. First year is going to go by, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year. And I am a strong believer that small changes aggregate. They add up into big differences across time. But where do you want to be? Where do you want to be at the end of 2023, 24? What is your life script? If you don't like what you're doing right now, or maybe you like it, but you don't love it, maybe it fills some of the squares on your sheet of paper, but not all of them. Maybe you want to do what you do better, but maybe you want to add to it. Some people are really lucky in that their vocation, what they get paid for, and their avocation, what they do for fun, happen to be the same thing. That's true for me. My vocation and my avocation are the same thing. I love what I do. So that means I love getting up and going to work every day. Now, that doesn't mean every single day. I mean, sometimes I wake up and think, oh my God, I got to go down there again and do this, and I'm tired and I don't feel like it and I don't want to go. But that's rare. Most of the time, I feel pretty good. But I go even when I don't. I've gone down there and shot when I had the flu. I've gone there and shot when I had 6 broken ribs. I've gone down there and shot when I'd have been a lot better off doing something else. But most days, I'm enthused about it. It's just like doing this podcast right now. I'm enthused about it because I want you to hear what I have to say. I want you to use it. And the way to do that is to sit down and figure out, what's my life script? What do I want my life to look like? And don't be a victim. You're not stuck. Don't tell me you're stuck. You're not stuck. One of the things you've got to do to make that happen is you've got to start by doing an autopsy. That's grim sounding, isn't it? You got to do an autopsy on your life up till now. Let's assume that your life is not everything you want it to be. Let's assume it's not where you want it to be socially, emotionally, romantically, financially, spiritually, health-wise, whatever. I don't know. I don't think I've ever met anybody that's 100 in every category. And some of you think your life sucks in some category. You think it's horrible. I don't know where you are on the continuum of 0 to 100. But let's say that you do an autopsy on your life up through today, and there are areas that aren't what you want them to be. I think it's worthwhile to do an autopsy and figure out why not. They do an autopsy, they bring a body in, put it on a slab and start taking it apart, figure out why it broke down, why it died, why it's not still alive, why it's not doing well in this world and instead is laying there dead. That's what I mean. I want you to do an autopsy on your life up to this point. Why are parts of it, if they are, laying on the slab? Why is your career dead? Why is your marriage dead? Why are your hobbies and fun? Why are different aspects of your life dead? Do an autopsy on this, and here's what you're looking for. Of course, you're looking for the general why. If it's not the way you want it, why not? But the main thing you want to know, the real question you want to ask, is what role you have played in it not being where you want it to be. Have you been too passive? Maybe you've been too aggressive. Maybe you've been too pushy. Did you quit too soon? Did you make a bad choice or make a really bad decision? Did somebody hurt you along the way and you didn't take the steps to heal that pain and you let them have your power and cause you to shut down and withdraw from life? I don't know. But you know. You have just never really sat down and asked yourself, the parts of my life that haven't worked up until now, the parts of my life that aren't working now, why not and what role have I played in them not working until now? Have I been afraid to ask for what I want? Have I not believed in myself? Have I not spoken up for myself? That's what I want you to ask yourself right now.